Michael on behalf of everybody involved. We don't think there's anybody more deserving of getting involved in it.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Hey, Kevin Brody. Nice to meet you. I was there. I'm glad you.
Oh, you were? Thank you. A couple more guys for you, Mike.
You're welcome.
They weren't able to make it last day, so they were all on the call. Mike, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Take care, buddy. Thanks.
Nice to meet you again, man.
What do you remember, Michael?
From the incident?
Yeah.
I don't know, I just remember being on the bus and waking up in the hospital after and getting told I passed out on the court, basically. Just thank you for everything they did, and they did a great job, and I'm just thankful to be here.
It's never good in a gym when things go silent. So I was kind of around a curtain and kind of getting to the point where I could see both courts. I saw Michael on the ground. The referee was pointing at his head and summoned me out onto the court, and then that's basically kind of where everything started.
I just kept saying it was a nightmare to look at the other end of the court and see them pumping his chest.
I think the big thing was just the early recognition by the trainers. For them to be able to do CPR prior to us is extremely important. By the time we get called and we get dispatched and we get on scene, it's definitely a couple minutes that goes by. And every minute that goes by, you know, his heart isn't pumping if nobody's doing anything. So what they're able to do is them doing early CPR allows them to deliver that oxygen-rich blood to his brain, and that's why we're having such positive results with Michael today, as you know, he had early CPR and early defibrillation.
In each of our schools, we have at least one defibrillator, and we train each year an emergency response team for each school so that they're prepared and ready in the event of a cardiac event.
But it was one of those things where the emergency action plan kind of all came together, even though the parts didn't know each other. West Dallas Fire Department and the EMTs and the paramedics did an unbelievable job, and it was seamless and ended up being a great day.
One of the questions we're sometimes asked is why schools, and an interesting statistic is that 20% of the U.S. population, both adults and children, are in a school at any time during the day. So it's a place for a lot of traffic, both children and adults. And there's a lot of people around, and you have a lot of people who are able to respond in emergencies.
We don't know why he had this arrest at the time, and so through subsequent evaluation, we found out that he has a heart condition that likely caused it. But the reason that he's walking out of the hospital today is because of the prompt response by the people that were available at the scene to recognize that he was in trouble and provide CPR promptly and get an AD ready and have it available for defibrillation.
To Children's, which happened to be 10 minutes up the road. We usually don't play in this area, so to be close to this hospital and to have that trainer there who all the doctors up on the trauma floor and all of his doctors said he got excellent CPR, and that made the difference. He not only got CPR, but it was really good CPR. So we credit the trainer, the guy who called the 911, the paramedics, everybody. There's a whole chain of events that happened, and one of those goes away, and he's not here. So
It's a skill that if you have, you might be able to save someone's life someday. For a problem like this, we're not interested in the medical professionals. We just want people who are willing to take action. And I think they've looked at the barriers for this. People are sometimes afraid they're going to do harm to someone. Well, unfortunately, when someone suffered a cardiac arrest, there's nothing worse that can happen to them. And all you could possibly do is what happened today, is that you could save somebody's life.